Chronic kidney disease is a severe, lifelong condition that requires complex and intensive care from a multidisciplinary team of healthcare professionals. End-stage renal disease is the last phase of chronic kidney disease, where the kidney functions below 10% of its original capacity. Once the kidney fails, the treatment options include dialysis, transplant, or palliative care. The most common treatment for end-stage renal disease is hemodialysis, which is when a patient's blood is filtered through a machine called a dialyzer to remove waste products and toxins. Since 2015, there are roughly 12,000 people in Ontario that have chronic kidney disease requiring pre-dialysis care, and an additional 10,500 individuals with advanced chronic kidney disease that require dialysis. The need for dialysis is gradually increasing and is expected to grow exponentially in the next 5 years. Early detection of chronic kidney disease can help prevent progression. Unfortunately, chronic kidney disease often goes undetected, resulting in more than a quarter of new dialysis patients as crash starts. Crash starts is a term coined to identify individuals that were put on dialysis without any prior care from a nephrologist. This suggests a strong need for early chronic kidney disease management, not only by professionals, but by the patient themselves. Self-management can be defined as a positive endeavor of an individual to contribute to their care with the end goal of enhancing their well-being, managing symptoms, anticipating complications, and increasing their overall quality of life. The goal of this video is to evaluate current self-management techniques and identify how to convert these tools onto a mobile platform so individuals can have access 24/7 to these effective care tools. Around the globe, scientists have evaluated ways to enhance the level of self-management for individuals undergoing hemodialysis. The results of their studies have featured 4 fundamental areas of concern, which include self-care, communication with healthcare providers, emotion management, and the ability to problem solve. A hemodialysis patient has to undergo constant self-care monitoring in order to prevent future complications that may arise from their diet, exercise, fluid intake, medications, and access site care. The access site refers to the incisions that are made to allow the soft tubes of the dialysis machine. These soft tubes are either a graft, a catheter, or a fistula. The fistula is more commonly used because there are fewer complications and it generally lasts longer. A lot of care must be taken into consideration to maintain the integrity of the fistula, such as cleaning and constant blood pressure monitoring. Similarly, nutrition and fluid intake are under constant monitoring. A hemodialysis patient leads a very restricted lifestyle. Therefore, patients need to take additional adjustments when preparing their food. In addition, individuals undergoing hemodialysis experience extreme muscle fatigue, which limits their expenditure of physical activity. One of the major clinical issues in management of chronic diseases is poor long-term adherence to medications. Chronic kidney disease patients belong to a category of individuals that have the highest burdens of daily pill intake, approximately over 20 pills per day. Therefore, it is important for these individuals to effectively track their medication and ensure that it is taken in a timely manner. Emotion management describes both mental and social support system. Many hemodialysis patients report experiencing anxiety and depression. Although social support is crucial, members of social support networks are not always available. Due to this issue, it is very important that hemodialysis patients are educated on alternative forms of support. Research has shown that patients demonstrate high levels of self-management when they understand and possess an adequate amount of knowledge regarding their own health. A major issue for hemodialysis patients is failing to understand their blood results unless they are able to visit the healthcare provider or conduct independent research. This directly impacts their communication with their healthcare provider because they are not aware or not educated enough on their own health. In the event that all suitable measures are taken to advance self-management, the occurrence of mortality and complications can drastically improve. Right now, all self-management tools that are used to address the aforementioned issues are directed through paper and outdated, unproductive tools that leave space for misinterpretation and error. Therefore, it is important to create a platform that allows patients to address rising concerns and reduce complications, such as our proposed solution, HemaPal. HemaPal is a search engine created to help patients educate themselves on information pertaining to their health. There is currently no product available that allows individuals to do this aside from the average Google search, which leads to unreliable and inaccurate sources of information. The purpose of HemaPal is to help individuals undergoing hemodialysis to understand, manage, and educate themselves about their health. The HemaPal search engine consists of 5 filters, which will include access site, medications, mental health, blood work, and finally, nutrition. Once a filter is selected, the search engine will generate results according to that filter. By using this tool, patients should feel more empowered, which will be demonstrated by the patient's actions, such as initiating conversations with their physicians and taking actions on their personal health. HemaPal gives users the resources to be proactive rather than reactive in their healthcare journey. Being able to understand their health and being able to not be controlled by it. This is very important, especially when considering factors of an individual's quality of life. With dialysis on the rise, it is important to evaluate and create interventions for patients to better control and monitor their health.